Hi, Otter. Welcome to stream. Happy Friday. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, I hope you're doing good. It's a Friday. Oh, you didn't get a pre-roll. That's interesting. Hi, Mom. How are you? Welcome to stream. Hi, Max. I'm doing good. How are you? Happy Friday. It is Friday. Welcome, welcome. How are you, Mom? Hope you're good. Excuse me. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. Jay knows what day it is today. It's Friday! It's Friday, yeah, it's Friday. Hi, Seven. How are you? Ooh, why are you happy, Max? Hey, Tin. Hey, chat. How are you, Seven? Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. It's a happy Friday, because it's Friday. Thank God. I'm so exhausted. Very tired. You have a Snoopy emote! Oh my gosh, Seven. So cute. Very cute. I forgot that you had those emotes. Snoopy movie. Did you watch the Snoopy movie, Seven? I'm assuming you did because of the message you sent me this morning. I know, right? Thank God. Happy Friday. So exhausted. Late Halloween costume. Ooh, that's exciting, Max. What would you rate it, 7? Out of, like, 10. What would you rate it? An important part. Ooh, that's good, Max. Oh, happy to hear that. It was good? Oh, yay. I'm happy to hear that, too. Yay. It's definitely pretty high up there for me. I love the Snoopy movie. It's so good. Let me close all these tabs here. Cause... I don't need all these tabs open. There we go. 8 or 9 out of 10. Ooh, that's a pretty high score. 8 or 9 out of 10. Okay. There we go. Okay. Chat, I'm exhausted. So today's stream, hopefully not super long today. I always say that, but I end up streaming for 3 hours always. But my energy level is pretty low today. 3D printed parts to create something from Assassin's Creed. Oh, that's exciting. Ooh. My dinner was good, 7. It wasn't great. I had a HelloFresh meal today, and it was tortellini from HelloFresh. Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't like the greatest thing, but it was, you know, it was still good. I still enjoyed it. Just, yeah, not the best meal I've gotten from HelloFresh. Just been, you know, just like, oh, it's average. Average meal. So, you know, it's there. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Shaker Stellini. I love tortellini. I love tortellini. I think it was like the sauce that they had on it. It was like a pesto cream cheese sauce. Yeah, I'm exhausted, 7. I tried taking a nap before stream today, but like, it was just not hitting me. It was not hitting me. Oh, chat, there's gonna be an ad in 1 minute. Uno ad in 1 minute. Hi, Bowen. Ooh, surprise anime night tonight. Exciting, exciting. How are you, Bowen? How was your day? Add points. Add Bowen 2,000. Gotta get those gambles in before you gotta leave, Bowen. Oh, Bowen's pretty high up there. Wait, hold on. I haven't looked at the leaderboard. Top points. It's like halfway through the month. 10 minutes. Oh, see, yeah, you're high up there. Satara, though. Satara, look at that. Satara is very high up there. Shit. That's exciting. My ad is about to start, chat. It's about to start for 6 seconds. In 6 seconds, so. Ooh, you got this, Bowen. We'll see. Oh, no. Oh, you lost. Oh, Satara. That's right. Satara did perform today. We're gonna watch Happy Feet 2. But Satara could not make it because they're performing today. On the piano. On that piano. So. Oh, I hope they do well. Nice try on the slots, Otter. Good try. There should be an ad now, chat. Posted the blades and art. Ooh, okay, sounds good, Max. I will check it out after stream. I will check it out after stream today. Thank you for sharing. I'll definitely check it out. No ad yet? Steve, this says ads starting soon. Like, I hate the timer because the timer is not accurate. Like, what's taking the ad so long to start? Like, it still says ad starting soon here. It still says it. It still says it. Oh, now it's going. It went. So maybe you got an ad now. Rutroll Raggy. Pre-rolls disabled for 21 minutes. Look at that. There it is. Could not dodge the edge. That's okay. It happens. I'm not talking about anything special. I'm not talking about anything special, so it's here. I'm just sitting. I'm just hanging out. Just like chilling here. Hot chilling. Bing chilling, as they say. As the kids say. You know? Oh my gosh, chat. Oh yeah, stream is not gonna be long today. If we added to get to Doge, it would still be Doge, or would it be Doge-Desh? I think it would be Doge. I think it would still be Doge. Doge. Not Doge-Jedge. Hi Frisk, how are you? Happy Friday. It's Friday. How are you, Frisk? Did you do anything fun today? Anything fun? Or any plans for the weekend, friends? Here, I'm just gonna start my VTuber thing a minute early. How are you all doing? Yeah, happy Friday. I'm doing good. Oh, I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, chat, now that I've started stream, I'm tired. I really want to play Ace Attorney today, though. Like, that was, like, my whole thing. Like, I really wanted to play it because we ended on a good part in the game. But, like, I'm exhausted. This is why I always cancel Friday streams, because I'm just tired. Well, this is specifically Doge Enrico Dandolo and how bad he is. His Civ. What's wrong with, why is he bad in Civ? I'm curious. I would like to know. That's interesting. I've never played Civ, so I wouldn't know. Civ is very, what do you call it? Like, not in my realm of games that I'm super interested in. So, yeah. Cannot settle cities or control his puppet cities. It's awful. Oh, okay. I see. Interesting. I wonder why they set it up like that. Civ is the game. It's like Risk, right? That's what Civ is. The words his puppet got auto-modded. I don't know why, Bowen. his puppet is not even, like, bad or anything. I don't know. Name calling, I guess. But, like, ugh, I don't know. Automod is super questionable. Like, they don't, like, okay, don't write it to check chat. But, like, they don't even censor, like, some bad slurs. And so that's why it's stupid when it gets auto-modded with that kind of shit. It's just like, but you don't even, like, Twitch allows some really bad slurs to be made into usernames. Risk is more like you can turn things around with the dice, whereas our RNG and Civ is your starting location and surrounding area. Oh, I see. So, like, you could be screwed for, like, the entire game, basically. Civ is really long, too. Like, that's a long-ass game. So imagine being screwed since the beginning of the game. I'd be pissed. I don't think I could deal with a game like that. A game like that would really make me angry. See, Seven, I would love to play Risk one day, but it seems like there's a lot of rules and stuff. And so, I don't know if I would be good at it. It seems like there's so much strategy and shit. Like, there's a reason why that board game has been around for forever. I like Catan. Catan is fun. It's kind of like Risk. If you roll a horrible start, you gotta hope your opponents take pity on you, ignore you, so you can catch up while they fight each other. Oh, yeah. That doesn't sound like fun. Yeah, definitely not my type of game. Personally. Not my type of game. Oh, chat. Ugh, my neck. You know what? Let's take it easy today, chat. Let's just... Like, what if I just turned this into a sleeping stream? What would Twitch do? They can't ban me for that, right? I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm tired today. I don't know why. It's just like, it's all hitting me at once. And it's just like, now that I'm talking, I'm like, I don't want to deal with anything. Yeah. I'm a honk shoe girl. I'm a honk shoe. Instead of a snore, me. I'm a honk shoe. Hi Yaka, how are you? Right, Yaka? It's one of those days. I ate too much in the afternoon, I guess. You know what? Valid. Yeah, sometimes eating too much food, like, it's because your body, like, apparently the reason why you get so tired after eating, like, a lot of food is because the internal shit in your body is, like, digesting things. And so that's why it takes so long to, like, not take so long. That's why you get tired, because your body's, like, actually working, you know? Does that make sense? That's what I was told. I don't know how accurate that is. I'm probably a honk shoe girly, too. I'm a very much a honk shoe girly. Like, I've been told that I snore. I've never seen it for myself, and so I can't prove that that's true. And I feel like the people that tell me that are lying. And so I refuse to believe that that's the case. Because, yeah. Hell no. I'm no honk shoey. I'm no honk shoe girl. But apparently I am. I don't know. Body's busy digesting. Yeah, exactly. Like, all that stuff that's moving inside of you is like... Yep, that's what it is. They're working hard in there. Oh, chat, I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. It's gonna be a low energy stream today. Very low energy. It's gonna be very... Yeah. Won't stream for super long today. Maybe 2 hours today instead of 3. 'Cause... exhausted. I want to play Ace Attorney. That's the thing that's keeping me here, is we're gonna play Ace Attorney. I'm very excited. So... low energy is good? Yeah, we'll keep it low key today. Friday streams are usually like the quiet streams anyway, which I'm thankful for. Because I don't think there's too many people here right now. Chat, I'm gonna run the one only thing more powerful than EP is epic gaming. True, exactly. You gotta play that epic game. I'm debating. Here's the thing, chat. Do you think I will finish this game by January? Like Ace Attorney? So long that I don't cancel streams, do you think that I'll finish this game by January? Because my goal is to start playing Persona in January. That's the goal. What case are you in? I'm on the second case. And I played like an hour and a half into it. So I'm about, yeah, I don't know how long it is, but that is how far I'm in. And so, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I am very, I'm trying to keep up a good pace, but 6 streams, that's 12 hours of gameplay, right? Like, is that enough? Hi, Aether. Good try on the gamble, Aether. You were pretty high up there in the scores, but you lost. Yeah, you were second, Aether. What happened? That was so sad. Aether! No! Poor Aether. The Steam version includes 2 DS games remastered. Do you intend to finish it all? I intend to finish the first one. Just the first one. The first game. So, yeah. Oh gosh, Bowen. Oh, shit! Oh my god, and Bowen takes first place. Shit, Bowen. Way to rub it in Aether's face. Aether, that was so sad. Oh, and 7 too. 7's not doing so hot on the gambling this month. You only had 700 buccarinos, 7? What happened? Oh my gosh. I don't pay too much attention to the gambling. Like, I've trained my eyes to glaze over gambles when I read chat. And so I don't pay too much attention to the gambling. Like, when I read it out loud is, like, the time I'm paying attention. Like, Otter, I'm sorry to hear about your loss as well. In the gambling. In the gambles. That's so sad. It's so tragic. Oh, chat. Chat. Remember, the top 5 of top 5 will be getting something in December. So I guess this is, like, the last month to get something. I guess I'll count December too, but that means that I'll have to send out things in January to like count up all the points. I guess that could work. I guess that could work because like Canada Post is on strike right now and I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. When do you want to start Persona again? In January, like mid-January, around my birthday time. That's when I want to start Persona again. It'll be on New Game Plus. I'm very excited about it, chat. We'll be playing Persona on New Game Plus. And so, very hyped up, very excited. We'll be playing through it. I'll have a guide open. You're retreading Royal? Yes, because I want to go for basically all, what do you call it? Like all like people run, like the connection people. I want to like max all of them. I didn't do that on my first playthrough. And that cutscene at the end, I don't want to spoil too much, but I want to see that. Yeah, max confidence. Yeah. So I'm going to have a guide up to help me with that. I'm guessing Canada Post is on strike because number of packages they have to ship deliver something. Yeah, so basically Canada Post is on strike because the workers aren't being paid enough. Which, like, valid. I support that. I support a strike, especially at this time of year where, like, it's Black Friday and, like, peak Christmas shopping time. Like, yeah, that's important. Like, I want to make sure that they get paid properly, because that's not fair that they don't get paid properly. And so, you know, so I don't plan on ordering too many things online this Christmas because of it. So I will be, because I'll be supporting the strike. So I think it's still too tight of a schedule to play. You think so, Yaka? Okay, so that means what if I had like a stream where I played like 6 hours? Like one stream during Christmas break where I played like 6 hours straight. Maybe 2 streams. Black Friday and Christmas is bank for workers in the post office or delivering packages. Exactly. And so they timed the strike well. They timed the strike well. We support our local post office workers. Brings up to 16 to 20 hours of gameplay. Too tight still. Because, like, yeah, that's the goal. I guess I could, like, I should stop diddly-daddling and start playing the game now. Instead of talking for 30 minutes. Ace Attorney can be kind of heavy. Exactly. Ace Attorney is a very text-heavy game. And so I don't know if I could stream 6 hours because I'm reading out the gameplay. Speaking of Ace Attorney music, this song is peak. According to how long to beat, that should do it actually. Okay, so we'll have like 1 or 2 streams during the Christmas break where I'll play Ace Attorney for like a couple extra long streams. Hi, Pokemon Girl. Right, Yaka, this song is peak. Peak game. Peak song. 10 out of 10. How are you, Pokemon Girl? How was your Friday? Episode 4 of the first game. Oh, Pokemon Girl. See, you're getting there. Pokemon Girl's getting there. She's getting ahead. Okay, chat. I will start the game now. I'm gonna run another ad because getting an ad in the middle of gameplay kind of sucks. So while I'm setting up the Elgato, I'm gonna run a quick ad. I used to load up the emulator just to have this song constantly playing in the background. Oh my god, I love it. Like, this song is so good. How come they don't put this song on the Nintendo Music app? I guess it's like a Marvel game, but still. Not Marvel. Capcom. For some reason I said Marvel, but that's Marvel versus Capcom and Phoenix Wright's in there. Okay, running an ad real quick. Okay. Do y'all prefer this screen? Oh, that's so large. For no reason. Hold on. Why is that so big? Why is it so big? Okay. Wait, the game isn't even. Oh, it is. I'm just stupid. Okay. There we go. Okay. Close. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna quickly turn my avatar this way so it looks like I'm looking at the game. And then I will... Okay, I think we're ready, chat. We're ready. I'm gonna make this full screen so I can see it. I wish I could play the first Ace Attorney again, like, blind. Because this, like, it's an experience to play the first Ace Attorney for the first time, you know? It's an experience. Hi, Katniss! It's true, this song is the best! It's so good. Okay. And I love the sound profile of the original. It's so good. The slow version of the song. Oh! How come I don't have more Ace Attorney music on this playlist? Hold on. Let's change that. Capcom. Ace Attorney OST. Can I like add study with Phoenix? What is this? Oh, perfect. Okay. Save this to the stream music playlist. Look at that. There we go. Okay. Bye, Bowen. Have a good time. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Continue. Resume playing from this. Yes. The Steel Samurai song is also very good. That's a top tier song right there. Okay. So for recap chat, there was a dead body found in the elevator of the airplane. And the flight attendant thought we did it, but we didn't do it. And now we're landed. Okay. March 12th, 1 o'clock p.m. local time, Hope Springs Airport. I know that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Miss Teniro and Miss Meal, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Miss Teniro in private. So I'm left wondering just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth. Oh, it's her! Franziska. I thought you were still in Germany. Hi, Kyle. How are you? Welcome to stream. Happy Monday, Friday. I don't know why I said Monday. How are you, Kyle? Did you just get home from work? I go where I am needed. Oh, she has like a... I don't know how to do a German accent. I know how to do a British accent. I go where I'm needed. And wherever, frick, I can't do... My British accent's not that good. And wherever the criminals to be caught. Her name is Franziska von Karma, the daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor. It's-a me, Franziska von Karma. Some of the names in this game are ridiculous. There's Salmonella in one of the games. Salmonella. Hi, Satara. How are you? Welcome. Franchica? Is that how you say it? Franziska. 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 Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are. Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I am placing you under arrest. What? It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day. When a disciple of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal, have you no shame? What is all this big misunderstanding? I didn't even kill the victim. A misunderstanding. I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death. Frantica, do you honestly believe I killed the man? I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I've investigated this for myself. I can put you under arrest on hold until put your arrest on hold until then. Just got back from my piano recital. Oh, how is that, Satara? By page 3, I was locked in. Very nice. That's true. Salmonella is right. Okay, I was about to say Yaka, because like I noticed that, but I wasn't sure if that actually was Sal in the background there. Like I didn't want to point it out right away, but I noticed that. I was like, is that Sal? I hate Francisca. Is that, how do you say that? How do you say Franziska? Franziska. How do you say?
Franziska.
Franziska. Franziska. Franziska. Franziska. How to pronounce Franziska correctly in German?
Franziska.
Franziska. Franziska. God. Right, Pokemon girl? I don't know how to say it. That's as it should be. Ha! I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is what I strive for. Well, I have my own creed which I must fulfill, so why don't we solve this together? I have to get going. The crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town. Trust me, I had no intention to. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Too slow. Ow! Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up. Understand? Mr. Edgeworth, I'm supposed to guard him? A simple yes or no, detective. Ah, yes, sir. Understood, sir. Hi, Pixelated Soul. Does Miles even say objection? I don't think he said it yet. Franziska. Just emphasize the Fran more than the Germans do. Okay. Franziska. Miles Edgeworth. If you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me. Bye. How are you, Pixelated Soul? How was your Friday? Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad to see you're okay. Thank you, Detective. I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this. I have to admit, I am a bit curious as to what Franziska is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well. In that case, I have a few questions for you. See, he's right here. Oh, I love this song. This child seems to be happily enjoying the sight of many planes. Wow, I'd love to take a run down that runway. Oh, the youth of today. So much potential, yet so misguided. Can I talk to Sal? Looking from behind. I think I've seen this man before. Nom 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 nom. In Soviet Russia, world flag lunchbox. More world flags lunchboxes eat Jew. Found it, lol. Oh, I feel a wave of creative powers coming on. Over 9,000 lols. For my next lead movie, it's gonna be the Steel Samurai Wario of the Neo-Old Tokyo versus the World Samurai Champion of Earth. It's gonna rock soar so many box sores. So the Steel Samurai is finally getting a movie. See, it totally is Sal. Not lead speak. Not the lead speak. Yeah, rock soars your box sores, which I guess is like rocks your socks off. Is this like 4chan speak? Very busy, 20 minutes before my workday is over. Oh, Pixelated Soul, that's exciting. Look at that. What the hell is happening? Who wrote the Xbox player sheets? I have a question too about that. So how is the initial investigation going? We just shipped the body off to the coroner's office, and we're taking statements now, sir. That sounds like Franziska. She was always good at quick responses to a case. I'd like to say she's a little too quick, sir. Oh? How so? I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir. But somehow when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already here barking out orders at everyone. It was kind of creepy, as though she knew there had been a murder or something, and had come in advance to wait your flight's arrival. That is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly and out of the blue. Plus, I still don't know why she's here in America. There must be some backstory to all of this. Okay, Von Karma. Unironically spoke like that. Really, Vetch? Oh my gosh! Back in my day. 2007 is an acceptable time. That was when, like, internet was just starting to grow and be a thing, you know? That's like us using Pog and Omegalol. That's true! Like, Pog, or, like, you know what the kids say? You know what the kids say today, chat? They say skibbity toilet. Hell yeah, that Riz. I don't know what else they say. That's what they say now. That's what they say. Gotta pump up that Riz. I don't freaking know. Yeah, skibbity toilet. That's what they say. We were on Neopets and Runecraft, true. What is that supposed to mean? Yaka, have you never heard of skibbity toilet? I can take you, I can, Yaka. How do I describe skibbity toilet? How do I describe it? Megalo, I'm going to rock so your boxers, just 2007 skibbity toilet. Exactly. You know, Adventure, I wouldn't have known the difference. Yeah, Pokemon Girl, I saw. They had like all of like I entered their giveaway on Instagram. I entered the Neopets giveaway on Instagram. So, I'm very excited about that. I hope I win. Okay, Yaka. There is a YouTube channel. I can't remember what the YouTube channel is called. But they started a video series called Skibbity Toilet. And it's about... okay, it is about an alien race that took over the Earth, and the alien race is like an alien that takes over people's toilets, and they like kill people. And so imagine like a human head coming out of the toilet bowl, and like that's the alien. It has a plot. There's a plot. Okay, chat. How do you not know the skibbity toilet plot? Okay, so there's so the alien race is taking over Earth, and so there are no humans left on Earth. The only things that are left on Earth to defend the world are like these humanoid creatures, and they're basically like humans, but instead of a human head, it's a TV head. Okay, so imagine like it's like a, how do I describe? It's like a, imagine like it's like a zombie apocalypse, but instead of zombies, it's these toilets with human heads, and they're taking over Earth. And then the last stand of humanity is these humanoid TV heads, right? Now there is one humanoid TV head who has like a blue screen. Oh my god, Aether! Thank you for gifting a sub to Skibbity. That's crazy. Thank you, Aether. Oh my gosh. Satara, I wanted to understand. I wanted to understand why the kids were obsessed with Skibbity, okay? I wanted to understand. Okay, so there's like this whole overarching plot of like the TV heads, and there's this one TV head who has like special different colored gloves. They're like blue gloves, and like that is like the main protagonist of Skibbity Toilet. And so Blue Gloves is part of this special operatives squad that is designed to like assassinate like the Skibbity Toilet heads, right? And so basically a whole bunch of shit happens. There's like a girl TV head that the Blue Gloves falls in love with, and she's a special operative too, and a bunch of people die along the way. Like there's like another TV head that's like his best friend who dies trying to save. There's like an arc. Okay, there's an arc where a giant Skibbity Toilet went up against another giant TV head, and there's an arc where the Blue Gloves the Blue Gloves TV head's best friend dies and sacrifices himself to save the rest of the operatives group when the giant Skibbity Toilet destroys part of this town, and and so then there's like a whole bunch of stuff that happens. Basically, it's not done yet. It's like an anime, okay? It's like an anime. There's no dialogue. It's all shown through like visuals. And it's not that bad, okay? It is like visual slop, but the underlying story is actually really like it's not bad. It's like there's like things that happen like there's like a secret government operative section that doesn't want the Skibidi toilets to die. There's like this whole other subplot of like other shit. Anyway, chat, I don't recommend watching it. I don't recommend watching it, but if you look up like hold on, there's a good Twitter thread, Skibidi toilet explanation explained Twitter thread. There's a really good there's a really good... Okay, here. I found the thread. Here, copy link. Sorry, Pokemon girl. It sounds like Super Toilet from Very Odd Parents. It does. Okay. Yes, Yaka! These episodes have millions of views! Anyway, that's the thread that summed it up from last year. And so, yeah. It's good, chat. It's decent. There's, like, character arcs. There's, like... Yeah, I recommend reading the Twitter thread, because the videos themselves are visual slop. Like, there's a lot... It's very overstimulating. But... I'm a blue skyer now. Oh, Satara. Okay, okay. You know what? I will sum up. I wonder if I could find like a Reddit thread that sums it up better. But yeah. It's a whole thing. Basically, it's a whole thing. I don't recommend watching it, but yeah. You think kids will understand that? Yeah, there's merch. There's merch of it. Oh my gosh. You know what, Aether? So because I'm friends with Zam knows who created Skibidi Toilet. Like, they've chatted in DMs before. Like, he doesn't know who he is. Like, he doesn't know his name, but they've chatted. And apparently the guy's a nice guy. Apparently. So, yeah. That's Skibidi Toilet. Needs to spread the gospel to the kids. YouTubers don't exist anymore. They exist, but I guess they're not like as prominent anymore as they could be, you know? They're not prominent anymore. Skibidi was on YouTube. What? Yeah, Skibidi's also on YouTube. They're on YouTube and they're on TikTok. Aether, your daily fortune cookie quote today, hold on, is: you can't go down the right path without first discovering the path to go down. Ooh. Your daily numbers are 927. You can't go down the right path without first discovering the path to go down. Interesting. That's an interesting fortune. So, Satora is so confused. Yeah, Skibidi Toilet's a web series. I think it started off as a shitpost, but then the guy, like, decided to make it a story. So whenever there's, like, a new quote-unquote episode, like a new YouTube video that goes out, it just goes crazy. Aether, thank you again for gifting a sub to Skibidi. I can't believe someone made... That's not surprising, but, like, what the hell? Oh, 7. Your daily fortune cookie quote today says, keep your feet on the ground even though friends flatter you. Ooh. Your daily numbers are 003. Maybe after stream, Pokemon girl. After stream, you can, like, post it in the Animal Crossing chat. Just because I want to start playing Ace Attorney. But how are YouTubers not as prominent as they once were? I think, Of course, 7, of course. It's good news? Ooh, that's exciting. How are YouTubers not? Yeah, I think YouTubers aren't prominent as they were before is because, like, I think there's just so many YouTubers now, Satara. Like, I think it's just a matter of, like, a saturated space where there's so many different, like, niches you can get into. And, like, there are YouTubes with millions of subscribers that I've never heard of before. And that's just because, like, it's such a saturated space now where you could be, like, a micro-celebrity in your own niche, but you can have, like, millions of people who don't even know who you are, even though you have, like, thousands and thousands of followers or whatever, right? So I think that's why YouTube is not as big. Like, that's why YouTubers, like, that's why you don't get, like, a PewDiePie or, like, a Markiplier anymore. Like, the reason why I think, like, those YouTubers were so popular is because there weren't that many YouTubers who had that many followings, or as big of a following as they do. Whereas, like, Jacksepticeye, like, for example, like, he collabed with someone on Twitch recently, and that person had more followers and subscribers on him on YouTube than Jacksepticeye, but I never even heard of that dude before. I can't remember his name now. I'm like, that just goes to show, like, I know who Jacksepticeye is because I grew up with watching him. But, like, now there's people that are even larger than Jacksepticeye, but, like, I don't even know who they are, you know? Sounds good, Pokemon Girl. Yeah, that's true. TikTok and Twitch took over. See so many people on TikTok talking about Skibidi. It's weird. I thought it was some underground cult thing or something. It's your boy, Map the Void, back at you with another YouTube video. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe with that notification bell on so you'll be the first to know whenever I upload a new episode of my series called Persona Rewind. Ooh! Something about chasing down leads related to a certain incident. No details? It's kind of top secret, so she can't talk about it, even with me, sir. Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. Plus, I doubt the top secret part is what stopped her from talking to you, detective. Although, I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine. Anyway, that's all about the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate. Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation. Started with talking to the people involved in this case afresh. Who are you? Lunchland. Not bad, I guess it's gotten big enough to warrant its own branch stops. Oh, I've always wanted to give their steak lunch a try. Which one should I go with? I recommend our airport special, World Flags lunchboxes, only available for a limited time. We have a variety of lunchboxes made up to look like different countries' flags. If you really want one that badly, detective, why don't you go ahead and buy one? Is that okay, sir? Thanks, alright, I'm really gonna get one. Here I go! Excuse me, miss, I'll take a Star-Spangled Banner lunchbox, please. I hope he's aware that it's the most expensive one on the menu! Of course the American one is the most expensive one on the menu. What about you, sir? Oh, this is the man in first class. He was quite shaken up by the whole affair. Sounds good, Pokemon Girl, thank you. I'd be pretty scared too if I got caught up in a murder investigation, sir. Ugh, I did it. I made it the whole flight. I'm not scared of turbulence anymore. Ugh, this life vest is the proof I made it alive. It's now my prized possession. How could you just take that from the plane? It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. It's got nothing to do with the murder, at least. Okay. Got it? Oh. This child seems to be happily enjoying the sight of many planes. I'm all excited to see this many planes too. Just look at the size of these things. Do you like planes too, mister? The balance between the main wings and the tail wings is really something, huh? Seems like this child derives his pleasure from a different aspect. Oh, but I also gotta think for the shape of the wings too. Here, mister, you can stand next to me. So about that plane's wing. Thank you, detective, for leaving me out of this conversation. Looking from behind, I think I've seen this man from somewhere before. Oh, you already read this! Mr. Edgeworth, we gotta get him some water. Found it, lol! Oh, I feel a wave of creative powers coming on. I swear I read this already. Am I crazy? Except the water part. Gaming time! Are you gonna play Woo-Wah? Wah-Woo? Is that what it's called? Wah-Woo? Woo-Wah? Woo-Wah? I think it's Woo-Wah, right? Woo-Wah, not Wah-Woo. Ooh, we can go this way. Woo-Wah, Woo-Wah. Wee-woo, wee-woo. You must be the captain. Why, yes I am, and who might you be? I am the prodigy prosecutor, Frantika von Karma, and I have a few questions for you. Don't you dare, Captain, getting friendly with another woman. I'll never forgive you if you do. What are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy. I would bet money that our dear captain be much of a reputable person. Yeah, it's chamomile tea. Sure, you don't want to ask the captain some questions, sir? He was in the cockpit the entire time. I highly doubt he would know anything of use. Anyway, I'd like to leave that type of witness to Frantika and her whip. That boy didn't finish his food! Ah! It should be pronounced Woe, but no one's ready for that conversation. Woe, Wuthering Waves. Is it fun, Satara? Now see here. Doc! Sorry. I'm sorry! How long do you intend to hold me? It's important for me, it's impossible for me to be criminal. I told you! Mr. LeBlanc, it is? Ooh. Oh, it's you. Tell this man to stop stopping me from going. Time is money. I don't even have 1 second of wasteful time to spend. What's going on? Sir, you can't go in there. I'm Miles Edgeworth. I am one of the prosecutors on this case, so please let me through. I'm very sorry, sir. No one is allowed to enter without Miss Von Karma's express permission. But I'm on the case. Yes, I understand that, but I also have explicit instructions to not get you through from Miss Von Karma. Grr, why would you do this to me, friend Ziska? Did you finish taking a statement yet? Yep, all done, sir. I do not concern if you're not done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo back. If you make a single scratch on my art, you will pay. Right? I thought we dealt with him already. I wonder if the news story is any good. I've been playing combat events because the combat is so good. Ooh, I see. It looks very much like what's it called? Like a Warriors game, like Zelda Warriors, where it's like beating people up kind of deal. Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer, and so he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir. There's practically a mountain of them, large and small. From folk costumes to stone statues, I sell all kinds of arts. Folk costumes? Speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat. It kind of looks like that other piece of cloth. Which other piece of cloth? How come I don't remember? What piece of cloth do you speak of? What piece of cloth do you speak of? Oh, we can't go this way. Looks like we can't go beyond here, sir. Plus, the body has been sent off to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy. Oh man, there's really a pretty lady on that plane over there. Ah, she's looking over here! Quick, sir, wave at her with me, please. I refuse to be your wingman on this. There are a few copies of Sky Magazine in the magazine rack. This month's special. Oh, it looks like it's an English trivia quiz. Oh, I've got one. It starts with an I and ends with boldly rude and disrespectful. It starts with an I and means boldly rude and disrespectful. Insolent? Oh. I'm sorry, sir, but the correct answer is insolvent. That is not the right word. Detective Gumshoe, don't tell me your English ability is the same level as him. Do we have anything? What's inside here? Just his passport, right? That's it. What is the fabric that he speaks of? Look at that big-ass art piece back there. Cammy Meal is very cute. I like her character design. What is her? Rhoda Tenero. I never played Warriors, but you beat up enemies, I guess. I see. Yeah, Warriors is very much like you beat up enemies, and it's like very snappy combat type deal. The fabric in here? No. What fabric are we talking? I'm trying to remember, like, what they're talking about when it comes to the fabric, but I can't remember. Okay. Yes, sir? Notice anything? Anything of interest, detective? Well, I can say is I don't quite know everything about the situation yet, so I was just telling myself that I should go ask someone about the stuff in case I don't know. I mean, I just don't know about it doesn't mean someone else might not know, right? Must be my imagination, but for a second I think I actually understood his logic. Zinc LeBlanc. Mr. LeBlanc, he's an art dealer, correct? Theirs is a Persona game like Warriors? Oh, I see, okay. I guess so. As per standard procedure, we patted him down just like everyone else. But while we were checking him, he started making a fuss about how we were robbing him. What do you mean? He got mad and kept saying that Borginian clothes lose their value when they get dirty. If that's the case, then why wear that ridiculous outfit in the first place? That's what I thought! I mean, what's a little dirt in the course of a good investigation? A little dirt on your clothes is one thing, but even you have the standards, I hope. Okay. Do you have anything else to say? Yeah, I can't go there. Hey, this statue. What about it, detective? Did you notice something? I saw this guy in a dream last night. There's a resemblance as uncanny, sir. You saw him in your dreams? Well, yeah, I saw him and then I arrested him. I wanted to show you just how vital I am in our partnership. Being useful in your sleep is of no help to me in the real world, detective. Aww. Ah, Mr. Edward, you have to see this chair. It says in honor of Rocker's Pals Day. And what exactly is a big deal with Rocker Pals? They're a seriously sweet Swiss superstar rock band, sir. Ah, makes me want to listen to one of their songs right now. Sorry, I've got lost in that forest of S's right now. Do you want me to explain to you again? You know, detective, I think I'll have to take a rain check on that, regrettably. Okay. Ooh, the piano. Her English full name could be a play on Narrow Road when written in surname similar to her Japanese name. Oh, I see. Tenero. They got a piano on this plane? Hey, do you think I can try it out, sir? I think you would know better than to randomly touch things at a crime scene, detective. Besides, I didn't know you knew how to play. Of course I do! Oh, I'm practically proficient. Interesting. The things you learn about people on the daily basis. I can get a do-re to come out of just right, sir. 2 notes is not a proficient pianist make, detective. Yeah, Gumshoe, you're no Sitara. That's a really big floaty, but isn't it a bit too early in the year for swimming? Detective, that is not for swimming. It's a lifesaver. So you can't swim in one of these? No. I mean, I suppose you could, but that's not what the intent is for. Well then, let's see. We'll see. It's the same as a floaty. You shouldn't go around confusing people, sir. Why do I feel like I've just kicked a puppy? The man in the seat was constantly drinking something. You know, right before payday, I do nothing but drink the soup from my instant noodles. That much sodium can't be healthy. You might want to go in for a health checkup. Oh, did you really think I was serious, Mr. Edgeworth? Wow, I'm sorry, sir. I'll never make another joke like that again. But what's this? What is it, detective? Did you find an important piece of evidence? A giant parfait on top of a bread and steak? Paint me jealous, sir. It's a feast. They do not pay Gumshoe enough money. Maybe I should just let him have the giant parfait so we can move on. This is my chair. This is my seat. Wow, you read law books even when you're flying, sir? Were you expecting anything less? Now come along, we must hurry to the crime scene. Huh? Hold on a second, there's a different book stuck in here. The Steel Samurai's Detective Gumshoe, I'm going to have to charge you with invasion of privacy? Oh, he was reading the Steel Samurai in there. Tisk tisk, Edgeworth. You have too many red knights on this board. It's just your imagination. And it looks like the blue pawn is being completely surrounded by the red knights! Now you're seeing things. Sir, I don't think you're supposed to have lots of the same piece like that in checkers. I know that, detective. What do you take me for? Ooh, my true I got a whatchamacallit? A thing. You probably mean chess? Yeah, I think chess, not checkers. It definitely did say checkers, though. I think the translation team got it wrong. This is the victim's seat. His jack is just lying there. His spilled leftover coffee's still there, too. I don't suppose anyone expects to die. Friend Ziska, I'd like to ask you about the investigation. Miles Edgeworth, could you say I'm in the middle of taking his statement? This man is only the captain in title. I'm gonna teach him to do his job properly. Now! Okay, from now on I'll keep my focus and take my responsibilities seriously. He's really trembling there. If it makes him take his job seriously, it's not such a bad thing, is it? Why are you looking at me like that, sir? Oh. Ooh, a movie poster. So what's it for, sir? License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. Apparently, though, I don't know what it's about. Oh, that movie's an in-flight special. I can't recommend it enough. Ah, would you like, when you talk like that, you sound just like a Miss Rhoda, and you know how I hate that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to come out like that, Cammy. Clearly, the only remedy for this whip man is a solid crack of Franziska's whip. You impudent man! If you value your life, you will close that mouth of yours immediately. Wow, Ms. Von Karma's more hard-boiled than the movie. What did I ever do to deserve this? More than this job, all I truly love is my sweet Cammy. I suggest you not say that in this moment in front of Franziska. Hi, Cammy. If I may have a word with you, Miss Meal. No, you may not have a word with me. I don't want to talk to any other man except the captain right now. Me too, Cammy. I will never talk to another woman. This definitely looks like a job for Franziska. Oh, it's this guy. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, this urn's got a seatbelt strapped tightly around it. It must be of great value to Mr. LeBlanc, then. Yeah, I guess if you don't want to churn your urn, then it's always best to buckle up. Obviously. But did it have to do anything with the case, detective? Nobody gets my jokes. I got your joke! Churn the urn. Oopsies, I didn't mean to go that way. Farming Simulator has an esports league? What did they get, like, scored on? Like, how do you win Farming Simulator? Kyle, I need you to explain. I need you to explain this, because, like, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand. Oh, I already read that. If you farm the most? Yeah, like, is it your crop yield? Oh, that's so confusing. It was nothing I couldn't handle. Okay, Edgeworth. I shared a link in Discord. Thank you, Kyle. Who can turn their farm into a corporate hedge fund speedrun any percent. Oh my gosh, Dark Keyblade Warrior. I'm like so curious. Like, how does that work? I need an explanation. See, okay, wait, hold on. Let me reread his thing. LeBlanc's card, though. It kind of looks like that other piece of cloth. Like, I don't understand what cloth piece he speaks of. Okay, it's not that. Okay, it's not that. What other piece of cloth are you talking about? Oh, the wallet? Oh my god. The video explains it? Okay, I will check out that video after stream, Kyle. I'll take it up after stream. Because I'm curious. I'm very curious as to how that works. I wonder how much money is in that. Like, who's paying the payouts for freaking Farming Simulator esports? Ah, so you finally paying my wasted money. Sorry, but there's absolutely nothing inside this wallet. How dare you! You are wanting to trick me! I will sue you for fraud! Mr. LeBlanc, are you seriously considering a courtroom tango with me? I hope not, but in case you are, there's a certain lawyer I can introduce you to. Oh, it's not that? What? What fabric are you talking about? I thought the wallet was it. I'm very confused as to like what fabric the game is trying to point me at from his hat. Like, I don't see anything else on this plane that is like his hat from the last time I played. Detective Gumshoe, this is... Oh, is that for me? But I'll gladly take anything you want to give me. It's to the case! It's boogie time! Let me reread this again. Oh, oopsies. I do, Kyle. Oh, costume. Speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat. It kind of looks like that other piece of cloth. Is this in reference to a character from a previous game? It might be. Like the clown episode. Just make sure that we got everything. Like, what other piece of cloth do you want me to look at? Been playing it, and I play as Ninji. Ooh, Ninji's a fun character. I really like, I play as Monty Mole, usually. You know what I think is OP, though? Like, your friends that you can recruit on the board, Kyle. I feel like it's a really OP thing to have. Like, it really changes the game. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like how overpowered they are. They're super overpowered, and it feels like it makes it feel unbalanced. And that's why I'm not a big fan of that. Okay. Oh. I want to make sure I get all of this. Okay, I don't want to pull up a guide, but like... Also, I have an arch rival character, Spike. Oh, that's cute. I didn't know that they were arch rivals. Okay. I want to ride the plane someday and go overseas. Have you never been to another country before, Detective? Nope, not yet, sir. I don't even have a passport. But I've been saving up for an eventual someday, a penny a day to be precise. At this rate, he won't be making any trips until well after retirement. There's no one manning the counter when a murder just occurred. Relax, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm here. I'll make sure nothing else happens. You are precisely why I can't relax. Okay. Chat, I hate pulling up a guide, but like, I'm stuck. Yes, sir? I hate how, like, notice anything doesn't do anything. Not in-game, but I made him once because he prevented me from winning on the first map! Oh no! Oh, that's so sad, Kyle. That's so sad. Okay. It must be from down here. Thank you, Yaka. Thank you. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just do a loop. Okay, I'm gonna pull up a guide. Ace Attorney Investigations Case 2 Guide. Is it this one? Oh, the captive turnabout. Beginning. I'm probably at the beginning. No, I'm not. Oh, this is Investigations 2! I want the first one. I hate Ace Attorney Investigations. Search. There's no search on this website? Okay, I guess switch. Oh my god. Ace Attorney Investigations. Okay, there we go. Part 2-1. Okay. Taniro. Rebuttal. Okay, no, I'm in middle. Okay. Middle. Okay. Wait, do I not have that? Wait. Present. Oh my god, there was a second page! Chat, this is so annoying because I kept on going L and R, but I didn't realize there was a second page. Oh my god. Oh my god. My life is only pain and suffering. It's okay, Yaka. Sometimes we just need Google. Sometimes we just need Google. That's true, Kyle. I always feel bad whenever I look up a guide. But like, in the spirit of like not spending forever on one thing and getting stuck, guides are necessary. Hi Gio, how are you? This surprisingly looks good. I thought they just do a shitty upscale, but the assets look handmade, right? I definitely think it's like more than just upscaling. Like I think they just like remade everything or redrew everything, because it looks very good. It looks very HD. Oh, it's a Borginian cloth. As I suspected, your hat is made from the same material, I suppose. Yes, of course. This fabric is so famous. Orders come from over the seas and more. Then, this cargo you were talking about earlier? No. My cargo this time is many gigantic. You, detective, when can I have my cargo moved? You can get your cargo back when we're done investigating, pal. The stubbornness of you police is no good. And it is no good the attendant refuses to exit the attendant's room, too. The attendant? I wonder if he's talking about Miss Teniro? Okay. For some reason, I thought... Oh, he has another dialogue option. Rhoda Teniro. It's okay, Kyle, it's okay. What do you mean by that attendant, Mr. LeBlanc? She was taken into the attendant's room for her interview. And then they still have not come out. They make no sign of coming out either. I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than her. Why is Miss Teniro's interview the only one that's taking up so much time? Miles Edgeworth, you were given free rein to examine the plane, weren't you? Yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Miss Teniro. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendant's room. Before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances. I understand. You may have tricked those attendants with your sophisticated talking, but you can't pull the wool over my eyes, Miles Edgeworth. I hate her. She's so annoying. They did redraw the sprites. Oh, okay. Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here in the very lounge the body was discovered. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found. The only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect. Me too! She's so annoying! She go out of my way to hear out my cake, I swear to God, Kyle. Do you have a problem with that? No, but it's not like you to use such vague wording. You're usually a bit more absolute. I simply is trying to watch out for you. Or is my kindness too hard for you to comprehend? Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will prove my innocence soon enough. Welcome home, pixelated soul! Tadaima! Oh no, is it Okere Nasai? Alright. We have to prove her wrong. We'll press her on everything. Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion.
Hold it.
Don't you think you're being a bit rash by simply declaring me the culprit? I'd like my affairs to be simple and perfect. I'll show you the meaning of both when I finish this whole thing within 3 minutes. Hey, you say like you're cooking a pack of instant noodles. 3 down! I like her too, especially in her debut game. In her debut game, she was fine, but she was still annoying to me. Yeah, it's Okere Nasai. Okere Nasai! See, she hasn't changed one bit, but I won't allow her to send me to prison so easily. The scene of the crime was here in the very lounge the body was discovered. So tell me, Miss Ziska, do you know all there is to know about the crime scene? I know all that I need to know in order to arrest you, and nothing more. Are you saying there is more I need to know? Nah! Why did you whip me, sir? Sorry, Scruffy. My hand must have slipped. It would appear that Franziska doesn't have all the facts of the case yet. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found. What do you mean by seen? Please stop pretending like you don't know. It's insulting. Obviously, I'm talking about how Mr. Hicks was seen calling for an attendant at 5 a.m. And then from the time after that call until the body was found. The only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. The problem with her is that she didn't grow at all as a person. We see her again in the third game, which made the threads of her loose appearance less apparent. Yeah, I do agree she could have had a better character arc. I 100% agree with that. That fact alone does not make me a criminal. Objection! We'll see that at the conclusion of this investigation. However, there's one thing that even you must admit at this time. This, unmistakably, makes you the likeliest suspect. Under the circumstances, I suppose I can agree that I am the most likely suspect. But I believe in you, sir! I don't think you did it. Miss Von Karma's gonna believe that too, right? I mean, you two are like siblings. Ow! Quiet, Scruffy. Even if we were related by blood, there's no guarantee that he is not a criminal. Franziska, I demand to see some proof that you are not the guilty party. The new evidence we required. Okay. Present. Now I'm wondering if we give this or if we give the suitcase. Okay, it's not that. Okay. Ugh, I hate how two pieces of evidence show the right thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The scene of the crime was here in this very lounge where the body was discovered. You think her hanging with Maya would improve her? True! So true. You would think she'd be, like, more calmed down, you know? There we go. It's the suitcase. Thank you, Yaka. It would appear that you did not have all the information you needed after all. The original Powerpuff Girls had a similar naming format, so when the villain, when named a villain Elias under I'm a Good Lady, also the same vibe as this game. I didn't realize the Powerpuff Girls had the same kind of naming convention. That's interesting. I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. A piece that proves the body was moved from a different location. The killer used this suitcase to move the victim's body, meaning that the real scene of the crime was not this lounge after all. Now, who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions? Excuse me? All you did was find this piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That doesn't prove that the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth. I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem that I can't escape that easily. You should know better than that. Von Karma is perfect in every way. But did you know that the killer definitely wheeled the suitcase around at some point? As if there's proof of that. Okay, now I present the thing. The spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here. Where there is evidence of the proof the killer dragged the suitcase through here. It is right here. The mark here. Wouldn't you say that looks suspiciously like tracks from two wheels? I suppose. Further, there is also grape juice residue on the wheels of the suitcase. That means the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here. I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body from somewhere else. I'm glad you've come to your senses. Not so fast. This still doesn't put you in the clear. Not by a long shot. She does give off fighting character vibes. I really want her in like another Like, if they ever do Marvel vs. Capcom 4, because it's been freaking years since they released Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like, how come there isn't a 4 yet? I would love to have Franziska in there, because her whip is like a given. It's perfect for it. You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence. Oh, chat, there's an ad starting in 1 minute. Uno momento. And then you waited for the victim in the lounge where you beat him to death. Then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed in the suitcase, and the plane hit that patch of turbulence and out flew the body from within the suitcase. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you had taken it from, and pretended there to be the discoverer of the body. She whips people, exactly. Not a bad bit of logic for something you thought on the fly. Just what are you insinuating? But I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me. I'll expose the flaws in her logic in one fell swoop. Rebuttal. You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit the turbulence. I don't think that's the case, because the hat fell. How do you suppose I was able to take the piggy bank out of the display case? As I recall, the case was locked. That's easy. If the case was locked, you simply had to hit the glass, like this. Yow! You shattered my heart of glass. Yeah, see, but that doesn't work because the glass fell on the... didn't fall on the inside of the case. And then you waited for the victim in the lounge where you beat him to death. Not his heart of glass. I love Gumshoe so much. He wears his heart on his sleeve. I thought there wasn't any victim's blood found in the lounge. I thought you'd say that. What, did you think I wouldn't have noticed? I think you just found a way to cleverly hide the blood splatter in the lounge by accidentally spilling grape juice on top of it. Ugh, are you accusing me of tampering with the crime scene now? Well, we'll see, won't we? The forensic scientists are hard at work on that as we speak. And what do you propose I did after that? Then while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed in the suitcase... So I put the victim's body into the suitcase and then... Where was I headed, Franziska? That's pretty obvious. You were bringing it to first class where you could safely keep an eye on it. We're talking about this thing, you know. I'd hardly call it discreet or ordinary. Annoying brat. Well then, you were intending to leave it inside the elevator. But unfortunately, you have a wrench was thrown in your plans because... The plane hit the patch of turbulence and out flew the body from within the suitcase. You've experienced turbulence on a flight before. Of course, many times. You get used to it after a while. The patch we hit was especially rough, and I passed out briefly, but only for a second. Good thing it was only for a second, sir. It'd have been bad if you had really blanked out. Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, blanking out is exactly what got me into this mess in the first place. That's enough of your idle chatter. I'm not through with you yet, Miles Edgeworth. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you had taken it from. If I really were a criminal, do you really think I would so easily be caught? You are certainly in the middle of being caught right now! Ah! I have to find a contradiction faster or I won't have much of my own hide left to save. Looking rather caught right now. And I'll tell you exactly what you did after that. You loitered around in the lounge. And pretended to be the discoverer of the body. Okay. I didn't pretend to be anything. I really was the first one to discover the victim's body. I suppose that's true. So then you are yielding to my statements? Don't be foolish. I still insist that you are the killer. But in that sense, you really were the first to discover the body to be dead. No matter what I say, she seems dead set on making me out the killer. Her logic is reasonably sound, and the large majority of it reflects the truth. But there is one point about that is not quite right. Yes, it's the glass. Piggy bank before the plane hit the turbulence. Oh my god, I didn't mean to press press! Okay. After the turbulence. I guess the glass glass isn't on here, so I guess I'll present this. The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared. Evidence and logic. Essential tools that those who stand in the courtroom must learn to master. But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown in the mix? A fake? This Captain Uggo piggy bank is just such a fake. It is not the real murder weapon. What? The timing of when the bank was taken from the shop is important. And it was taken after the turbulence had occurred. But then, what about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that? I assume it was added after the murder, when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at it this way, the killer basically did the three things after the turbulence. After exiting the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it there. Then the killer proceeded to pick the bank up from the floor. Poor Edgeworth, look at him just lying there. Oh my god. And took it to the to fabricate a fake murder weapon by hitting the victim on the head. And finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personage, in my pocket to be precise. Everything was done so that I would be framed for the murder of Mr. Agby Hicks. You there? Yes, ma'am. Other than this piggy bank, was there anything else resembling a murder weapon found? We didn't find anything in this lounge or in the shop that could be used as one, ma'am. I don't know, Sitara. Like, Agby Hicks. Agby Hicks. Agby Hicks. Sitara, the term Hicks is the thing that got auto-modded in your sentence. What's that? And the remaining items all tested negative for any trace of blood. I see. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it appears your stall tactics are at an end. But it's possible that it's just hidden somewhere, sir. Somewhere else. Eek! If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a safer place, I think the weapon would have been hidden in the same place as the bloody cloth. Exactly what I was thinking. Because the cloth was hidden inside the suitcase, it signals to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence. Which means the real murder weapon is either still on the murder's personage, or is still at the real crime scene. There is one more possibility, and that would be that the piggy bank is in fact the real weapon. But didn't we just... Let me finish! The killer took the bank out from the display case before the turbulence by opening the lock on the display case door. And it was at that time that the glass pane in the door was broken. I'd say that's a perfectly reasonable line of reasoning, wouldn't you? Let's see, so that means the killer had the key to the display case. Franziska, the person you're talking about... Not so fast, I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin. She tricked the captain, and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lying! Speaking of which, I recall what you also wish to speak to her. Yes. Very well, permission granted, but only if I can sit in on your interrogation. Do we understand each other? I have no intention of interrogating her, but you are welcome to accompany me if you so wish. Miss Tenero is in the flight attendant's room. Let's move. Ooh, we're finally working along with her. Don't feel bad for Edgeworth at all, considering how he was in the other games. True. Acme is from the Japanese word of yawn, hicks from some hiccup. Oh, yawn hiccup? Ooh, this song is so good. I like this song a lot. Can't explain this pun without spoiling something, but hiccup is correct. Oh, okay, okay. Who is interrogating her? Yeah, why is her so long? No one was in here with her. Hi, Blake. How are you? Happy Friday. So you're the one that poked around inside this plane without the captain's permission. Deviating from flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know. What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that? Miss Tenero. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, you're here too. Can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did? All right. What's all this stuff? There's all this junk inside these boxes. There's no rhyme or reason to any of it. That's our lost and found, Mr. Edgeworth. Gold crowns and swords and necklaces? It's like a treasure trove in here. The fact that these were left on the plane implies that they were carried on to begin with. Something tells me it's time for Goyu to send its metal detectors out for repairs. Yeah, it's dangerous. How are you, Blake? How was your Friday? It's pretty easy to tell who sleeps in which bunk beds just by looking. I'm almost certain the well-kept one on top is Miss Teniro. Ew, this bottom one's a giant mess. You Solvin, squalid scoundrel of a man. You dared scrutinize a woman's bed and invade her privacy? Yow! There's some things in life best kept to yourself, detective. This door leads to the cargo hold, but I can't let you through without Miss Von Karma's express permission. That's a not bad way to handle the situation if it was in any old case, but still, this isn't. So between you and Miss Von Karma, who's better at their job? Oh, there's no comparison to be made, detective. None. Well, go on. Let's hear our troublesome attendant out. In due time, I have one more thing I'd like to ask you. Yes? Do you plan to continue using that whip for the foreseeable future? Of course. I wrangle many a testimony out of people thanks to it. And yeah, probably a whole ton of yelps. Tao! Oh, I realize that's friggin' not Edgeworth. It's not Franziska talking. It's friggin' Gumshoe talking there. I'm willing to bet the majority of them came from you, detective. What exactly is this panel for? That's the emergency control panel for the elevator. We used it to stop the elevator on the first floor and to keep its doors open. Oh. So these are the attendants' lockers, huh? Let's hurry up and examine them, sir. Why must men always be so rude? Besides, who exactly gave you permission to search the attendants' lockers? Wait, detective. It would be uncouth of us to look in a woman's locker without her permission. Yeah, I guess so. Plus, I feel this murder's daft I can sense from a whip not far behind. Is there anything else here? It's one of those suitcases designed by Miss Teniro. You can tell it's hardly ever been used by the lack of a single scratch on it. That's so sad! She designed it so hard! And we're inside these boxes. Those are some of the souvenirs I bought in Borginia. There's so many! There's even a second box! Well, yes, I find that folk art from around the world does great things for my creativity. Those suitcases certainly could have done with a whole lot less of your creativity. Okay, is there anything else? So much trash on freaking Cammy's bed. Okay. Captain's permission. Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that? Because I didn't think I would be able to get his permission. What do you mean? The captain, he only has ears for Cammy. I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself. He definitely seems to be rather taken with this meal. Yes, and on top of that, I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends. In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did. Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges. Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness. Miss Teniro, is it? There's one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were in the flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly. Yes, I was. Why were you there? Well, Why suddenly hesitation? Franziska seems to have struck a nerve. Why were you in the in-flight shop? All I did was go check up on the shop like I always do. You're saying it was for work then? Yes, I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise. After your visit to the shop, you paid a visit to this room, correct? Yes, I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. I'm sorry there isn't much else to tell. Miss Teniro claims to have no reason other than the duty to go to the shop. But that is all there is to it. Maybe you should ask her about that thing. About the thing? About... Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong thing. This one? If you could please take a look at this for me, Miss Teniro. Oh, that suitcase! Yes, about this suitcase. You're the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured something else about it. The suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it? There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there? Won't you please tell me more about this suitcase? Yes, well, I was interested in seeing how the suitcases I had designed were selling. I know that as a service professional, I'm not supposed to care. But I really wanted to know. And I was glad to see that it was the last one there. The last one there. Oh, so it had already been gone. Hi, Bioshock! How are you? Welcome, welcome. So, she saw that there was no other suitcases. So by the time she visited the shop, the suitcase was already gone. So you're saying, Miss Tenero, that the suitcase in question was the last one? Yes, they're just so popular, they're practically flying off the shelves. That's not exactly the impression I got. The one in the shop was most definitely the last one. Well, we're currently looking at that suitcase. Really? Then I guess we sold all of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one. I didn't say anything about buying it. I didn't say you'll buy it. I'm sorry, I can't. But why? I think it'll agree with your complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. It really suits you. I guarantee it personally as a service professional. Well, that is... How should I put this? It's hideous. Ooh, what? Maybe that was a bit too... That was so mean! Why is her hair so pointy? I have no idea. I don't know why her hair is so pointy. Moving on. My issue with the suitcases isn't the design, it's the number of them remaining. Remaining? There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it. 2? But that's impossible. I'm sure there was only 1. Looks like her story has generated quite the contradiction. When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only 1 suitcase left. Something is amiss here. What could the meaning of this inconsistency? It means that the body was taken there! Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. Edgeworth, you're smarter than this. By the way, Miss Tenero, what's on the suitcase? What's one of the suitcases doing here? I thought you said there was only 1 left. That one is, it's mine. I used it for a very long time now, but there's no scratch on it. She used it for a long time? I think not. Miss Tenero, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't lie to me. Excuse me? I don't believe even for 1 second that you've used this for a very long time. What proves this hasn't been used for a nearly long time, as Miss Tenero says? It's the price tag.
Take that!
Oh, that is hideous! Right, Satara? It is ugly. It's stupid ugly. Sorry, girl. Well, Miss Tenero, is your habit to keep the price tag in pristine on your suitcase? What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about the suitcase? Despite having faith in her design set, the sales numbers made her cry bitter tears. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Miss Tenero, I think I understand. I know what you are trying to hide. Now then, this suitcase was originally in the in-flight shop. Seeing as how the price tag is still on the suitcase, one can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought this suitcase was her. She bought her own suitcase. Because it wasn't anyone else. It was you, wasn't it, Miss Tenero? I hate to say this, but this suitcase that you designed, it hasn't sold very well, has it? You saw how poorly this design you poured your heart into was selling, and you were deeply hurt. And that's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right? Then the reason you went to the shop and came back here was... I'm sorry! All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. I thought that maybe I had finally accomplished something. But the suitcases didn't sell. It's because of the design, isn't it? All because it's, as you put it, hideous. I can't say they chose a great place in which to sell them either. Yeah, who buys a suitcase on a plane? Why would... What? That's stupid. That's dumb. Rhoda, I'd buy your suitcase. You weren't selling a single one, and they were just sitting there collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them there, day in and out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked. You buy one every single every time you work a flight? I see. So in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well. Yes, and here's my receipt for that purchase. This receipt is clearly timestamped at 5:40 a.m. So the suitcase was already gone by 5:40. The truth is there's still a bunch of them left unsold. They're planning to scrap the remaining ones by the end of this flight. Miss Teniro, where are the other suitcases? They should all be down in the cargo hold. Then the suitcase the killer used could very well have come from the cargo hold. Ooh. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think that killer used one of my suitcases too? Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body. Ah! How could they? Those suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips. That's all I would ever wish them to be. Oh, she's so... Yeah, I was about to say, 1,200 for a suitcase is a lot. Like, that was what was on the price tag. And so, like, that's a lot of money. Miss Teniro, is there any other way to get the cargo hold other than the elevator? The only other way is just through that door there. And what about security? That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room, you need a special key card that only crew members have access to. Which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects. I can't believe it! Miss Franziska? I'm going on these wild goose chases. You're a disgrace to the Von Karma's name. And what do you mean by that? The suitcase came from the cargo hold. The fact alone tells the whole story. Yes, which is why I said the culprit must be a crew member who used their keycard. Miles Edgeworth, you're proposing that the killer rode the elevator from the cargo hold, correct? Yes, that's the only realistic possibility. That other attendant, Miss Meal. I asked her earlier and she had this to say. Franziska got information out of Miss Meal. In order to make the elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different keycard is required. A different one? Yes, and only one person who holds that particular card is you, Miss Rhoda Teniro, and only you. Ah! What? Is this true, Miss Teniro? Yes, I keep that keycard in my locker at all times. Could you please show us the card right now? Yes, hold on. Ah! I don't believe it! What's wrong? The keycard, it's gone! Dun 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 dun. Yeah, 1,000! It's 1,000! Oh yes, that's true, unless it's yen. Then it's only $7.78! What do you think, chat? Do you think it's 1,200 or $7.78? If it's $7.78, then that's really sad. That means no one wanted to even buy it for the jokey haha. Pretending that your card was stolen when in fact you're just trying to hide it from us. You've really thought this through. Wait, it's not like that. You can just tell us all about what you can just tell us all about what it's like down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman. Yes, ma'am. No, Miss Teniro! Mr. Edgeworth. What's wrong? There's disbelief written all over your face. Franziska, I know that you're the lead investigator on this case. However, hold it! Don't even think about wasting any more of my time. You know the rules as well as I do. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't a courtroom, that basic tenet still applies. I intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Miles Edgeworth? I intend to do likewise. To be continued. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it's set in the US. Okay, so it's 1,000. It's definitely 1,500 then. Definitely 1,500. Yes, we'll save our progress. Yes. Okay, well that's why it's not selling. Exactly. No one's buying. Like even like. I'm trying to think of the most expensive suitcase that I can think of that I want to buy one day. And even that is $600. like what suitcase is worth 1,200? Right, exactly, Satara. Oh my god. Why do you have plans for your suitcases? Okay, Satara, I gotta tell you about this suitcase. So this suitcase that I want, it has 2 ways of opening. It has a clamshell way, which is when it like zips up in the middle and it opens up like a clamshell. Or there's another way, and there's a special way of opening it where it can open like a trunk suitcase. Okay, here, Yaka, I'll send a link. Hold on. It's my dream suitcase. I actually really, really want this suitcase, but it's expensive. And right now, I can't justify spending like that much money on a suitcase. I can't stay. The thought of that just gives me anxiety. And so, here. This is the suitcase that I want. It's the Dagny Dover Rolling Seattle Carry-On Luggage. It's a very nice suitcase, and it opens 2 ways. It opens trunk-wise or clamshell-wise. And it's a fabric suitcase, and I like fabric suitcases too. So, there's one the Kardashians use. It's 1,500? Oh my god. See, I can't ever think about, like, spending that much money on a suitcase. Does this girl think she's designing Rimowa? Exactly. Right, Satara? I also don't think it's worth spending $600 on. But, like, I haven't seen a suitcase that opens 2 ways like that. And so that's why I want it. Because, like, a suitcase that opens 2 ways, I feel like would be nice when I go to Japan. Because I've been told that clamshell suitcases really suck when you're traveling in Japan. And the reason is that Japanese hotels are really small. And so it's better to have a trunk-style suitcase versus a clamshell, because a clamshell takes up too much space. Right? Exactly, Yak. That's what I'm saying. The 2 different ways of opening it is, like, the deal breaker. And so, like, it's nice. Like, I like clamshell suitcases, but I also don't want to, like, I have a shitty Amazon suitcase, right? And it does the job. The shitty Amazon suitcase is fine. I'm happy with it. But I would like to spend, like, money on a nicer suitcase, right? I'm not a suitcase connoisseur. That's totally fine, Satara. That's totally fine. That's the reason why I want the 2-way opener. It's just nice. It's a nice suitcase. And so, one day I will buy it, maybe. Like, not anytime soon, because, like, that's a lot of money to spend on a suitcase. I can't imagine spending that much money on the suitcase, you know? Wow, this is the cargo hold, huh? Where are you going, Gumshoe? What the fuck? It's so big! Oh my god, there's so many suitcases down here. This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and a ultra luxurious first class seating. So this is the real scene of the murder. There's certainly a high probability of that, which is why you're here, correct? Okay, let's get investigating, sir. Begin investigation! Okay. Ooh, what's open here? Hey, what's this suitcase, pal? It's what the victim checked in, sir. So this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took a closer look. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait, a file? There's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir. It looks like a profile on Miss Von... Whoa! Interesting. Ooh, the plot thickens! Was it her boyfriend who died or some shit? What the hell? Why would Mr. Hicks have a file on her? Yeah, that's my question now. Interesting, interesting. Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth. It's like an all-you-can-eat... Okay, chat! Top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1,002... Calculator. Calculator. 1,200 times 11. She spent $13,200 buying these suitcases on every single flight. She is literally losing money working these flights. There's no way that they're paying her that much each flight. What the hell? Oh my god. Thanks, Satara. I'm not good at math, so I have to pull out the calculator. Yeah, true. Maybe that's what. Maybe that is how much they're paying her. You're right. She's making $1 profit. These must be the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over. This paint job is really cool, don't you think? It practically streams artsy. Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness. You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200? I think I'll pass. And Miss De Niro wonders why they don't sell. You need 2 jobs just to buy one. Although, it definitely looks like one is missing. What is this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's a bunch of glass fragments? Ooh, there's glass in it. Interesting. You gotta be me and do ADHD math. Bed sheets. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. This sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so. No one cares about Gumshoe! It's so sad. I didn't know this plane was capable of carrying such large pieces of cargo. This thing as tall as you, sir. As tall as 2 of you on top of each other, sir. It would probably take 20 of you to cover the entire surface of this monstrosity. What? Really? Yeah, I guess that sounds about right. There's really no need to take that throwaway estimate seriously, Detective. Oh, I just love pushing buttons on elevators and crosswalk signals. Here, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it. The elevator is currently stopped on the 1st floor, Detective. It can't move. Oh yeah, I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now. Well, nothing would happen normally anyway without the special key card. Both the door to the attendance room and the elevator controls panels require a key card, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here. All sorts of boxes are piled up here. This one says flammable, and the other one says pharmaceuticals. This one says for exorcism use only? Just what kind of operation is this airline running? Ooh, Sitara, I'm jealous. I want her to talk a lot. Have you noticed anything strange happening around here? No, sir, I haven't noticed a thing. I'm not sure if he meant to sound so oblivious. Obvious. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you were already here at this airport for something besides this murder. Yes, I was. Why at this airport? I've been following a very large and involved governmental-level international crime. But it was too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol. Interesting, interesting. Interpol is involved? It's a top secretive operation, so I can't really tell you anything more than I already have. What? Oh, so this guy works for Interpol? That's probably... He's an Interpol guy. Where is that file shit? Do I not have the file thing? Yeah, how do... Wait. Notice anything? This cargo hold is really big. I can't believe they fit stuff like that in here. Detective, what are you going on about? We're in the middle of an investigation here. Who does she think she is? True. Whoa, stuff's falling on me. Oh, I can't really get into work without something like this happening first. Well, let's get the show on the road. So which item do we want to start on? In this world, there are people who are masochistic, and then there's Gumshoe. So that flight attendant, Rhoda Teniro, she's the killer, isn't she? I don't think we can say for sure yet, but there's certainly a great number of things pointing us in that direction. You mean like how she didn't tell us about her buying her own suitcase? Yes, however, in regard to the key card being stolen, I can't seem to find any evidence she's lying about that. Okay, how come I don't have the key card? Oh wait. Maybe it's a logic thing. Interpol. Oh. Let's do broken glasses and glass shards first. I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses, and the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses. Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of this glasses lens. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected. So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir. Well, isn't that what I've been saying for a while now? Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe the probability has skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. Okay, profile on Franziska and Interpol. Like, that's definitely connected. For sure. Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Miss Franziska? Oh, I know. I bet he's a fan of Von Karma, sir. Franziska said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation. Oh, so maybe Mr. Hicks have heard she was coming here and he followed her. Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was actually Interpol Agent Hicks. I think Franziska has some explaining to do. Okay, now we talk to her. The truth behind Hicks. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense! What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you in the victim's luggage. I suppose it was just prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. But it looks like they got to him first. You really did come here to receive an Interpol agent, then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. He went undercover to investigate this crime. And it was I who put him in on this case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead. I think we now have a pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold. But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it. Thank you, Seven. So what Satara says goes. Satara doesn't like him? Dead. They gone. They did it. They did the murdering. Yow! Agent Hicks came here for work-related reason. Of that, I am sure. Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Franziska, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue this investigation? No, unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed. I see, but this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew, and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. And yes, he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament of that. And then the killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases, and they entered the elevator, but while they were riding it up, The plane hit a patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open, and Agent Hicks spotted the— Wow, what a terrible suitcase! If a little bit of turbulence caused the suitcase to open up like this, like, that's a shitty-ass suitcase. Turbulence is like what suitcases deal with 101, you know? Stupid. God bless whoever invented marshmallows. So true, bestie. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. Investigation complete. He did not pay $1,200 for that suitcase. I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage. What? Really, sir? I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Tenero. Thank you, Seven. We are still bullying this. We are still bullying the suitcase. If it was a crew member, any of them could have shown the Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is the key card that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high-level access is Rhoda Tenero. I'd say that is pretty decisive a piece of information, wouldn't you? I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. That might be true, but then it could be anyone, including Miss Meal or even the captain. Don't be a fool. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider, crop in hand, much like Scruffy over there. Yay! I can't disagree with her at that. Detective Gumshoe does need a guiding hand. Very well, then. What about the other flight attendant, Miss Meal? Ha! I thought you might ask about her. But it's highly likely the keycard was stolen from Miss Tenero. It's highly likely. Or is that a possibility the best you can come up with? And you call yourself a disciple of my father? Yes, well, while I don't have any evidence, Be quiet, you're a disgrace. There's more evidence pointing to Ms. Rhoda Tenero, you know. It's not just the keycard that gives her away. Are you talking about the murder weapon in Captain Uggo Piggy Pink? Yes, she is also the only person with the key to open the display case. Further, there is a matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank. But that is a fake. Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth. You don't have any proof that this is a red herring. You must keep on insisting that it's fake. Then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go? Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. There must be a way. There must be something that can help rule out the piggy bank as a murder weapon. What should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of this weapon? The crime scene. I think we should examine the crime scene in more detail. It might turn up the murder weapon if we search all the cargo and luggage. Did you think I hadn't thought of that? Even now, we're searching through them. But we haven't found anything even closely resembling the murder weapon. Oh my god, find the piggy bank! The piggy bank. We should examine the bank itself once more to determine if it's the real murder weapon. If this is the real weapon, it should be damaged or perhaps had a dent somewhere. We looked into that already and there's no sign of anything on it. We can't discount it as the murder weapon on that fact alone. The piggy bank is, after all, made for a stronger material than human flesh. Oh my god, so I guess it's the body! Oh my god, but I thought the body was, like, being investigated right now. Oh my god. Franziska, I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusions. Oh, was I? Yes, we don't even have the autopsy results yet. How can you not say it's made a snap judgment when you haven't even yet to see if the wound on Agent Hicks' head is consistent with the murder weapon? Scruffy! Yes, sir. Contact the medical examiner's office at once. I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks' autopsy. Yes, sir. You got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. There he comes. What is it, Detective? They're still doing the autopsy, but they said that they already know this one thing for sure. Report, now. The doc said it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid... It's the one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back. From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back. Interesting. 6 hours? 6 hours from what, Sitara? Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign the killer had a grudge against Mr. Hicks. Or Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went out and hit him multiple times, sir. Interesting, interesting. Scruffy, what is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean? Well, that's, was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, Detective? Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir. You're completely useless. Yeah, how is he useless? He just told you what he knew. Sir, I told you already, you can't go down there. No, you remove yourself from my way. Oh my gosh, Siri. Please, no. What is all that racket? Who's coming down? Oh. My luggage! My cargo! They're mine, and I demand you return them to me. We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand we have a little patience. I suppose there's no choice. Finally, I think I gave... Hey, what are you? Oh my gosh. You have left me no choice but to use strong force. Roar! You won't get past me. Oh my god. This is... Wait, that's it. So that's what this whole thing has been about. Further, there is a matter of the key who the key display that held the murderous bank. He fell? He just fell? After all, you know that we searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back. Cause of death. And the weapon couldn't be found. Oh my god, seriously? What? Okay, wait, let me think. Some way to prove that this isn't the murder weapon. Like, is it this and this? Okay. Your Honor J, I have non-denial proof that the mod stole your foods. Oh my gosh, Frisk. Oh. Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over and over, which is why there's extensive bruising over such a wide area. But this is really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder down to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger. He fell! Unusually large area of bruising suggests that the very large weapon was used. Agent Hicks was on the trail of an international smuggling ring. Like, is it this and this? Because the smuggling thing doesn't make sense. Okay. HelloFresh is your for everyone! 7! Dang it! Why did you think that? If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it would stick out. But so far we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration. What is that all about? Was he trying to jump his way down here? Franziska! What? What do you want? I found it, Franziska. I found the real murder weapon. You did? He really jumped! We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time. He might be hurt. We should go check up on him, sirs. There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit. It's coming from a prosecutor with the habit of whipping everyone she comes across. Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence. You two aren't listening at all, are you? Come on, then show me the real murder weapon you speak of. I don't have evidence to show. 'Cause, like, he fell. I don't have any evidence to show you. Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool, from a foolish fool meant to fool me. What do you mean I don't have any evidence to show? Perhaps I should have phrased as it, which was cause Agent Hicks' death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I figured out what was the real cause of death. If he fell. The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground. If he fell to his death? Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on his back and his head and has extensive bruising on the back of his head and his back. And the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death. But the murder has happened inside this plane. I know. Are you claiming that there is some place in this plane which he could have fallen from? As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time. You can't mean... Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs of this very cargo hold. What? Then, we're in trouble. We may have a second death on our hands, sirs. Hey, you! Tell me you aren't dead, pal. Quiet. Why are you screaming? He's alive! And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that. I suppose it is true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances. The current circumstances? What is that supposed to mean? Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then? He would have been Borginian pancake for sure. I suppose that man over there still wouldn't be breathing. But the reality is that the cargo box is there. So there's no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios. It may be there now, but there's no proof that it was always there. Ha! As if there could have been a window of time when the giant box was not there. Ah, but there was. What? The box was not always there where it is now. Oh my god. It was not always there. This one. To refuel. Present. You refueled in the Republic of Zhengfa? Yes, the flight had a short layover in Zhengfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's the next to the box in question. Zhengfa Express. Correct, meaning it's loaded onto the plane in Zhengfa. Now, what if the box in question had also loaded on at the same time? Would it mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhengfa leg of the trip, making it a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible? She does have a good... Look at that finger wag. She looks so elegant with that finger wag. She's not good at anything. Yeah, she is good at whipping, Satara. I give her that. And allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. The first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail. Okay. She is confident, but she's annoying. Okay. This is a rather large piece of cargo. There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. Aleph Red Statue. Never heard of it. Nor I. But what I care about is we prove that it wasn't here at the time of the crime. Then let's get investigating, sir. Oh my god, it's that guy. Oh my god! This police officer should have freaking stopped him! Look here, do not go about touching my possessions without my permission. Ah, don't rush up on me like that, pal. So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find from him. There's such a thing to being too confident as well. That's true. You're very right. It was her downfall in a couple cases, that she was too confident in things. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc. Of course it is mine. I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This Aleph Red statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much more. 10 million cents is not a lot. That is nothing. Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the cargo hold. 10 million cents? I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, Detective. Darn, how did you do that? I feel like I keep getting better and better at seeing right through you. Keep getting right through me every year. Oh my goodness. Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun. I have a distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, so that 10 million cents, is that in euros or in dollars? Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, is there a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case? I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer. It is a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching. Why not? But I want to touch it. Let me touch it. Leftover suitcases here lined up in two pretty neat rows. Too bad for Miss Nero, but this design is unmarketable. Sell it to me at a discount. Oh, why don't they sell them in the airport and have a bargain basement sale? Buy one, get one free. If you win the raffle, you get one more for free. How about those ideas, sir? That is a good marketing strategy. If I may have a word with you, Franziska. I don't think you have the time for idle chatter. You still need to prove to me that your hypothetical situation is in fact reality. Fine. Oh wait, let's do logic. Logic. You smuggling shit, LeBlanc? If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Zhengfa. I think I need to question him a bit further. Yeah. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake. Well, what? How dare you say my art is fake? I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring. Don't say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare. I have the certification of my cargo right here. Do you mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Zinc LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. Go You Airlines, Airway Bill. I can't read this. What does it say? It says, in plain as day, the cargo is put onto the plane in Europe. And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in this certificate. No, that's... Which means that there was never a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there. I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself. Then you have your wish. Look at it. Look at it and see if I am right. Oh, it's the one in the picture! This. I know I've seen this somewhere before. This is the Aleph Red? It gives such a feeling of art! I can practically smell it! This statue is a high amount of historic value. After it is unveiled in a museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it. I believe the closer it is, look is warranted here. Wait, can we quickly... Oh, wait. How do I look at my evidence? See, it has red eyes, but it has yellow eyes. It's a fake. That's a really bad fake. That's like the only color on the statue. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something? There is something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail. The eye. Are these eyes made of some sort of gem? That's a real nice shade of orange. For a sec, I couldn't even tell if they were jewels. Oh, but they kind of remind me of the eyes of the stray cat that lives near my house. Are those eyes supposed to be this color? Is it possible that this statue is a fake? Let's deduce. Yes, this one. Eureka! These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir. I don't think you see what I'm talking about. No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it was setting, sir. Ah, the memories. I remember standing out in the field spinning with my arms out until I fell ill. I don't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What are the colors of the eyes in this photo? Huh? Ah, sir, they're red. As I thought, this statue is a fake. Mr. LeBlanc, what do you want? Do you know that I am busy man? Allow you 2 seconds for your answer. The Aleph Red, I suppose, is your pride and joy, is it not? It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago. Better grab a chair, sir. It sounds like this is gonna be a long story. Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you that you have my heartfelt sympathy. But, what is that? Sympathy? For what? You see, I'd like you to compare the eyes. The large fellow there with bright and pretty eyes compared to you. I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo. Why yelling? Why sudden yelling? Now then, oh! Is the photo of the statue on display in the museum in Europe? Whoa! Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake. Fake! I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake, there must be some sort of proof that this was obtained brought on board the Zhengfa. And I'll present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. Oh my god. Deduce. Oh, oopsies. No, wait, hold on. Another contradiction? Gumshoe's one weird detective? He is a weird detective. What do I have? I don't know if I have... There's one more weird thing about it. Do we have... Like, I don't know. Ugh. What do... Okay, I'm gonna look at the guide. Okay, hold on. LeBlanc insists that his statue isn't fake. Presenting the... LeBlanc reveals... Out of statues, now examine the statue. Something here contradicts. We have already deduced that the eye statues and present of the photo of Mr. Hicks. The statue in the photo has red eyes, but the statue has orange eyes. This statue is fake. Now move to the lower half of the statue. How do I move to the lower half of the statue? Oh, there we go. Oh, the carpet! I didn't know that I could move low. Okay. Deduce. Deduce that the carpet it was loaded, because like why would the carpet be below? This, okay, I got it. Thank you, Pokemon girl. There's clearly a contradiction here. What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of cargo getting stuck on cover getting stuck under another piece of cargo. Ah, that's not possible. But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Zhengfa, there's no way that any part should be wound up under something from Europe, which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board Zhengfa. But then, what about the cargo certificate? Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There is only one reason why, to secure proof of the smuggling activity aboard this flight. So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just easily inspected all the cargo after the plane landed. But may be true. However, you have it backwards, Franziska. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed. but he had the reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall into the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge, which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. Ooh, it's a huge smuggling ring. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Seven, for the posture check. Oh, thank God. Okay, I used a lot of health there. I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh? Yes, while this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold, a rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhengfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler. Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not on the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhengfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death. Officer! Move this statue immediately. I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath now. Ooh, there's gonna be blood there. Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings. Go on. After moving the Aleph statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction. Ooh, there's big blood there. Yeah, Bowen is for... It's because Bowen did a gamble all at the beginning of Stream Zatara and won. No worries, Pokemon Girl. We found out in the end. Ugh, can we stop looking at it now, sirs? It would seem that my deduction were correct after all. I suppose it would appear that way, but who cleaned it up? The culprit cleaned up the blood well. And how do you think the killer did that? How'd the killer clean up all the blood? It was with the cloth. This cloth.
Take that!
The killer used the bloody cloth found inside the suitcase to clean up this mess. I see, they had to need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zhengfa. Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover. So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Zhengfa. There's no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that's true, then that throws certain persons' testimony into doubt. The murder occurred before we landed in Zhengfa, then this becomes this highly... Mr. LeBlanc's testimony. The times referenced by Mr. LeBlanc in his testimony are inaccurate. However, I believe the actual body of his testimony is fairly reliable. What are you sputtering on about over there? Hurry up with your answer. Hold on, I'm still collecting my thoughts. The point is to focus on the fact that the crime occurred before we landed in Zhengfa. The murder... Oh, wait, it's not? It's not him? Who would it be? Miss Meal? Or Miss Teniro? I can't remember who... I think it'd be Miss Meal. Right? Recall Miss Meal's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zhengfa. I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m. Oh yeah, that's right, she did say that. She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but that totally contradicts the facts, sir. But why would she lie about something like that? I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Meal herself. Ooh, to be continued. Continued. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, save your progress. Yes. Okay, chat. I know that I was gonna end stream soon, but I think we're almost done this case. So we're just gonna continue. We're just gonna keep going. Miss Cammy Meal. Miss Meal. Oh my god, this is gonna be a freaking annoying... Miss Meal! Huh? Do you recall what you said earlier? About when you answered some service calls we were departing from Zhengfa. Huh? You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at that time. However, that is simply not possible, because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Zhengfa. Oh? Miss Cammy Meal! Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did? No one could make a mistake so large, Miss Meal. But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time. Ugh. This is going nowhere. There must be a better way to resolving this contradiction. Very well. Miss Meal, if you please tell me about your alibi during this time span. From just before we landed at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. where the body is found. Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? Her eyes are so dead. Yeah. From 3 to 4, I was, in the flight attendant's room, all by my lonesome self. Yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room, all by my lonesome self. Oh my god. How is this man supposed to react to a testimony like that? Miss Meal, wake up! Ah! Sigh, she fell asleep again. It looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her. Okay. I make that boo-boo all the time. Okay, I'm gonna press this even though there's nothing there. Miss Meal, wake up! I'm awake, I'm awake. Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you do something about this flight attendant this instant. Why ask me to wake her when you can— I was about to say! Why don't you whip her? From 3 to 4, I was in the flight attendant's room. If I remember correctly, food was being served in first class in the lounge, between the hours of 3 to 4 a.m. Yeah, but that kind of stuff is run by Miss Rhoda. Then what were you doing in the attendance room at that time? Eating, then having the most delicious dream. You mean you were neglecting your duties? No way, sleeping's part of our job too, you know.
Hold it!
Miss Meal, how many times do I have to repeat myself? Wake up. I'm awake, I'm awake. Thank you! Oh, why'd she— No! Why'd she whip Gumshoe? That's what I mean by she's incompetent! Oh, what did I miss? A poor detective being on the receiving end of a lash incident in your stead. Really? Sorry about that. You can make amends for that by continuing with your testimony. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self.
Hold it!
But that's not possible! So you were all alone the entire time, were you? Yeah, no one else even popped their head in to say hi. Oh, well, I think I could call— Yes! Okay! Yes, raise an objection. Miss Meal, there's a clear contradiction embedded in your testimony. Huh? What are you talking about? It's not possible you were alone in the attendance room because...
Take that!
Miss Teniro brought a receipt! Huh? A receipt? For what? It's for the suitcase Miss Teniro bought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp, as you can see, it clearly says 6:40 a.m. Miss Teniro. Yeah, yes? Oh wait, why is she here? Why is it— why is she here? Where'd she come from? Why is the killer here? I thought you'd have her locked up by now. I requested that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex lie. Now then, Miss Teniro, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the floor in-flight shop, correct? Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. After which I went straight to the attendance room to drop it off. And did you see Miss Meal there at the time? No. So, Miss Meal, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? Miss Cammy Meal! Huh? The bathroom? I'll be the one to ask the questions here. Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know. Do you take me for a fool? That's a little too convenient to be true. But it's the truth. Cross my heart. I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage. You don't believe me, do you? But please, won't you give me a chance to hear me out? Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. But you think that maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda, too. She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard in the shop, you know. If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious. Please leave Miss Tenero out of the conversation. Only you are under suspicion for now. I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you got your eye on Miss Rhoda. Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't let her escape, can I? Never mind. But you want to know something? Miss Rhoda actually kind of let... I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of design. Now, that's not the time for this sort of talk. But Edgeworth doesn't like girls. So, there's that.
Hold it.
No, it's not the only reason I have for suspecting you. Your statement regarding Mr. Hicks also turned out to be a bunch of lies. But say I was an attendant. You wouldn't suspect me then, would you? Yes, I suppose that's true enough. But you think that maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda, too. We already did! She is already being detained for further questioning. Or have you already forgotten? Oh, yeah, I guess I just forgot. Cammy, don't tell me you suspect me, too. Sorry, I can't help it. I mean, other than you, no, there's no other else who could have done it. I can't believe you would think that. I mean, me, a killer? Miss Meal, what did you mean just now by no one else who could have done it?
Hold it.
And what are you in charge of, Miss Meal? I take care of the attendance room. That doesn't count. Aw, but I spend so much time in there. It might as well be my responsibility. Mr. Edgeworth, Cammy is very talented in languages, so she assists passengers who may not speak English. Especially those who speak Borginian. She is the only one on this flight who is fluent. Oh, you mean that kind of what I'm in charge of? Why didn't you just say so in the first place? What else could I have meant? Yeah, so I'm really good at Borginian. She's fluent in Borginian. And I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Borginian. Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Borginian. Very interesting. Yeah, that means she's the forger.
Hold it.
Makes her super suspicious. Actually, your on-the-job behavior makes her super suspicious in my eyes. Huh? Well, why? Well, Miss Tenero is busy with passengers and all her other duties. You have a lot of free time on your hands, thus providing you with ample time to commit the crime. Mrs. Edgeworth, I demand that you cease and desist this line of conjectural questioning. I won't allow you to bluff your way through this like a certain defense lawyer. But do you honestly believe Miss Meal does actually any work aboard this flight? Oh, that's not true, Mr. Edgeworth. Although, well... I'm in charge of all the attendance rooms and some Borginian stuff. Okay. That's probably where... Borginian stuff. I do stuff like translate things from into Borginian. Cammy's the only member of the crew who understands Borginian, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Meal, I take it that it's your job to process all Borginian paperwork. Yeah, see, I totally pull my weight around here. Yeah, so up here. Miss Meal, it's very unladylike to push suspicion onto someone else. That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just saying that Miss Rhoda is very sus. There you go, pushing everything onto her again. I don't get what you're saying. It must be a really abstract concept, huh? The only thing abstract here is the landscape inside your head! Okay, it is probably this last one. Present. So she's probably the one who forged... this! So you're the only one in this flight crew that speaks Borginian. Is that correct? Oh, yeah, I guess so. I studied abroad in Borginia for a while. If that's the case, then this signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? This is a falsified piece of documentation with the only one purpose, to lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. LeBlanc's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Bourgidian is you, Miss Meal. Oh, chat, there's an ad in 1 minute. Without your participation, the smuggling of LF Red could not have occurred. Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you. Ooh. Oh, I wouldn't have dreamed of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ooh, she changed. It is exactly as you say. Are you confessing to have participated in smuggling? Is she smoking weed? Or is that Bubbles? No, far from it. It's true that I am the one who signed off that document. Okay, it's Bubbles. But you can't use the fact alone to make your allegations of smuggling stick. There's no direct correlation after all. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper. Really, all you did was sign it. I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly. So sorry about that. It seems that she's finally woken up. This is going to be one tough flight. I suppose this is just a supposition. Even if I was involved in the smuggling, you can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that. If you were involved in the smuggling, you would have a strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks is the one in the middle of the investigation regarding the smuggling ring. And just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring. Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Rhoda is the smuggling ring member? After all, unlike me, Rhoda has access to many things on the plane, or for work purposes. So perhaps there's some element of a setup at play in this case. What are you talking about? Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you. I meant the killer. First, it was myself, and now is Miss Tenero who is under the microscope. It seems to me that our killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can. You have no proof that Rhoda is being set up, or that she isn't. Actually, I believe she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all the blame of the crime on her, and this evidence will prove my suspicions. Killer was out to frame Miss Tenero from the very beginning. Which... what would the thing be? Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Is it the... Hi, Alcade, how are you? Where were you when I got a shiny Sentret? I was probably right here. Pin on Miss Tenero? Well, the only thing that I have in evidence for Miss Tenero is the suitcase and the receipt, but I already gave the receipt. It's probably not the receipt again. Unless it is... No, that doesn't make sense. It must be the suitcase. The killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they chose the suitcase. Alcade, how are you? Happy Friday. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go through all the trouble to do so? Oh, it is that. The only way for all these actions to make sense is if the killer had wanted to frame Miss Tenero for the murder. Miss Tenero buys a suitcase on every flight she works without fail. But should her suitcase be switched with one of the containing the victim's body, that would put her in the very tight spot. Unfortunately, the killer's the turbulence put an end to that plan. There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase. Ergo, they made to do with whoever was at hand, adapted their plan. And they tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop, and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon. A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree? Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why did the killer need to frame someone like that badly anyway? That's because of all the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. For the killer to frame someone. Where the murder took place. The special circumstance is simply that the murder took place on the plane mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age. So no matter what you do, the chances of the body will be found is very high. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Miss Teniro or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the certain boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Miss Teniro or myself, but is you, Miss Cammy Meal. Got bit by a mosquito? Oh, sorry to hear, Alcade. You're telling me they actually did stuff to... Yeah, they stuffed a body into a suitcase! They did, they did. It's true, it's true. And? She's asleep again. Are you done already? What about... I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than my whole lot of circumstantial evidence. Ugh. I can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. And it isn't there a piece of evidence that still is unaccounted for? Something that can't quite fit into the big picture. The cell phone? Gizlick and Pokemon Girl were not messing with me then? Ooh. Yeah. So she is the sus. She is! She is the sussy wussy. It must be the cell phone, because we haven't used it at all.
Take that.
I don't have any actual evidence. I thought not. But that's because it went missing, and it still is. Missing? What do you mean by that? In the complex puzzle that is this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on, and that is the victim's cell phone. Franziska, you were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks's phone. Or at least that's what you told me. That's right! But Agent Hicks's cell phone could not be found at the crime scene. You mean the killer took the phone with them? Precisely. I suspect that if we were to find that phone, it would lead us to the killer. Ha! Come on, get serious. If the victim fell to his death from that height, wouldn't his phone break as well? We won't know until we try a little experiment, will we? Franziska, I'd like you to ask for your assistance. You know the victim's phone number, do you not? Of course I do. Call it! Agent Hicks's phone! It's ringing from somewhere, sir. I hear it, Detective. Now, where is it coming from? Is it you? Oh, it is coming from her. Miss Meal, wake up. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I got sleepy all of a sudden because it sounds like a lullaby I used to love as a child. I'd better find that cell phone fast. Is it on you? Mr. Edgeworth. Don't worry, Miss Teniro. I will get to the bottom of this and find the truth. So please wait here until I return. Alright, thank you for all you're doing, Mr. Edgeworth. Is it here? Sounds like the phone is up in the flight attendant's room. Better hurry to oh, it is the flight attendant's room. Go, go, go! The ringing's coming from somewhere in here, sir. Leave no stone unturned, Detective Gumshoe. We must find it. It's her locker, isn't it? The ringing's coming from somewhere around here. It's not here, sir. Why do I have such a bad feeling about where I'm going to find the phone? It's Miss Teniro's locker? From in here, sir. What? No, it can't be. It has got to be the victim's cell phone. Just whose locker is this, sir? It's Miss Teniro's. What? Ooh. Did Mike Tyson win? I don't know. I hope... Yeah, okay, Alcade, here's a hot take. Here's a hot take, Alcade. I think Mike Tyson's gonna lose. Jake Paul is a young guy. Mike Tyson is almost 60 years old. You're gonna tell me that Mike Tyson is gonna beat up someone that's like at their peak health in their prime. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I really want Mike Tyson to beat the shit out of Jake Paul. I really want that to happen. But that man is older than my dad. Like, you're gonna tell me that that man is going to beat up like a 27-year-old man in his like peak physical prime? Like, no, that's not gonna happen. And so that's my hot take, is I think Mike Tyson's gonna lose. Jay's dad will put Jake Paul on the ground for real. Oh my god. So, Mr. Edgeworth, how did it go? I wish my dad would beat up Jake Paul. Oh, I found out in the flight attendant's room in Miss Tenero's locker. What? But, Rhoda Tenero, I don't know anything about the phone. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Miss Von Karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Miss Rhoda Tenero right away. Wait, I have a theory, and this is related to the incident with the keycard. When the killer went to steal the keycard, they conveniently stashed the cell phone in Miss Tenero's locker at the same time. This is related to the keycard, all right. In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer did just that. Now she is sus, yeah, but I don't think she did it. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Oh, okay. What should I do? Francisca's right. I can't offer a basis conjectures at this point. Alright then. Why did the culprit take the cell phone from the Agent Hicks? It must have been something to do with a very incriminating inner on it. Yes, there's probably something fucked up on the phone. Not now, Miles Edgeworth. It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone. What? Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine this phone in more detail. Oh my god, the cracked screen is all messed up. The LCD is broken. Without a screen, you can't even place a call with this. Is there... a camera? Maybe he took a picture. Ah, it's a camera lens. Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of a smuggling? Francisca, I need you to confirm something. This cell phone, can it take pictures? Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir. This looks like a very similar model to my own. And mine, it can take photos just fine. Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for his smuggling case? If so, I'd say there may be some very inconvenient photos in here of our killer smuggler. But the phone's all busted up, sir. Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone. I'll find a way, don't you worry about that. May I go back to sleep now? Objection! The LCD screen on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. But that also is reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data. What? What do you mean by that, Francisca? It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics. This phone rang when called, meaning that only the LCD screens are broken. It's possible that the photos are still inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone. Francisca, your phone, if you please. Very well. It's transferring. Alright, displaying it now. Time to look for the sexy photos now! Bed sheets. It's the missing, the statue wasn't here. Agent Hicks certainly was trying to obtain some evidence in the smuggling case. Hey, the Aleph Red's nowhere in this pic. But it has no meaning of the piece of evidence in this murder case, right? There's not much we can find about Agent Hicks's killer after all. Is this it? Is this the end? Is there really nothing in this photo we can use? The suit, not the suitcase. The only thing... anything in this photo? Oh my god. Pain and suffering. Oh, wait. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna look at the guide and make sure that this is right. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, it does say... Okay, I was like, it says Borge to USA. This is from Borginia. Boxes of bed sheets. These are still in the cargo hold, though. There's nothing unusual about them in particular, but I can't shake the feeling. You're just playing around. Mind if I go home? Yes, I mind. What exactly is different between then and now? These boxes moved. What's all this? Hmm? Oh, they are cargo shipped from Borginia to Zhengfa. So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Zhengfa. Mr. LeBlanc, can you tell me the contents of the boxes? Unfortunately, there's no English written on them anywhere. One cluster of boxes is written in Borginian. It says it is cloth in English. Oh, the cloth! The cloth. What are we looking for? We were just trying to see if there was any evidence in the picture that we could use. But we examined the boxes and it could be the box of cloth. What? What is that scary face? Miss Meal. Yes? It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. He left us with a piece of evidence after all. A striking piece that will point out who the killer is. Ha! Huh. Maybe you shouldn't force your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth. Virginian cargo in this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer. The cloth? The Borginian cloth?
Take that.
And what is this supposed to prove? The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood and they had spilled. But there was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? And now I have finally found my answer in this very photo. The cargo was unloaded in Zhengfa, had cloth written on it. Borginian, that is. And that's where the killer grabbed a piece and cleaned the blood with. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Borginian. And the only crew member that fits that description is you, Miss Cammy Meal. Ha! That's pretty flimsy. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if a box is English or Borginian. Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature. What? There is no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Borginian, well then. Because it says bed sheets! Bed sheets! This box. Hey, it says bed sheets in English right on the box, sir. Yeah, expose! Hi, Kev! I just found a shiny Soul Rock and Pokey MMO. Kevin! Show off! What the hell? Aw! I want to see the shiny Soul Rock. That's cool. That's true, Alcade did get a shiny Sentret earlier. What are you trying to say? And if I were the criminal, this box of bedsheets would have been what I would have spotted first. However, the killer chose to use some Borginian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that? The killer didn't want anyone to know what the real scene of the crime was in this cargo hold, so they were afraid to leave signs of that the box for the sheets had been opened. However, the Borginian cloth, well, that's a horse of a different color. Because the killer knew it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Zhengfa. That's right. That's why the Borginian cloth was used. And only a Borginian reader on board who could make such a calculated decision. It's you, Cammy Meal, and you alone. It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were resealed. All we would do is contact the Zhengfa authorities in time. Maybe even find other evidence to incriminate the killer within those boxes. So what do you say, Miss Mia? Why not confess to your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Zhengfa? Oh no! She's hitting herself. What is going on? Oh my god. So violent. He was Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared. I was in trouble. Oh yeah, she pushed him. I... We finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, sir. Very good, detective. What about the smuggling route? Did she say anything about that? They're taking her down to the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her. Whenever we even approached the topic, she just started foaming at the mouth. It was scary, sir. She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. One thing is for sure, the ring behind this whole mess means serious business. It looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye. Mr. Edgeworth, I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much. It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation. But truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passengers as a flight attendant. I hope that... Well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. That's... I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want it. No. I mean, I would never turn down a lady's generous offer. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve you well. And remember, we here at Go You Airlines are always ready to serve Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Hi, Ghost! How are you? Welcome. Happy Friday! How was your day, Ghost? What'd you get up to? Thanks, Miss Teniro. I can't believe we wound up investigating the whole day, sir. Boy, was that fun. Speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. By the way, where's Franziska? Oh, she's filing out some customs paperwork for her departure. Departure? Yeah, Miss Von Karma's all really busy, sir. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case. Detective, can you cancel the car I had you reserve earlier? You got it, sir. Oh, he's gonna fly with Franziska! Just got home from work? Oh, well, welcome home. Welcome home, Ghost. Franziska. I thought I told you when you first landed. I have no time for idle chatter. I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it was a while since we last met. I have no time for such familiar reminiscence. Just who do you think I am? You are Franziska von Karma, a very proud prosecutor deserving of much respect. Only until a little while ago, but I was but a wretch much who was always losing to you. A dancing period living her life on the name and fame and her visible father built. True, your father Manfred von Karma didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible. That chick! Why does everyone think Franziska is hot? Why? The group I'm on the trail is a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver of a big picture. Sounds like a dangerous assignment. You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself. Yes, I suppose you can. Plus, there's another agent on this case with me. Oh, another agent? He's a star among Interpol agents and has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows, you may even run into him one day. I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we would cross paths. I suppose. But I doubt he would stay the same. I'm not following you. You'll understand soon enough. The flight has only just begun, Miles Edgeworth. I'll be back in this country soon enough. And when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back in full. Okay. White hair is good, I see. I don't, and I love women! And Bioshock and Satara say, hell no. I was about to play Apollo Justice Trilogy, but then I saw you playing Investigations Question. I was like, hold on, Jay's playing Ace Attorney. I can't miss this. I see, Ghost. Well, welcome. I just finished the second case. Just finished, Ghost. C is better. Fair enough. Say E is better. Fair enough, Bioshock. I agree. Should play more Ace Attorney and you would know her name. Franziska. White hair is good. I guess the white hair looks nice, but If she had a good personality, she would be hot. But ugly inside is ugly outside. Fair enough, Sitara. Thank goodness. I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch out for her whip. Isn't this the second case round? Yeah, we just like finished it. Like we found the killer already, so we're wrapping it up. Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for all your help and cooperation. Aw, that's nothing, sir. I was just happy to be able to work with you again. Ho ho. I think I'm gonna celebrate by adding a little salt, extra salt, to my instant noodles tonight. Just how much did this guy did you cut his salary by, Franziska? Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office. Sure thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in the patrol car if you want. Don't make me remind you, Detective. Safety first. Yay! Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Franziska von Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play, and the players on the other side of this war, they would begin to make themselves known through the next incident. Ooh. Edgeworth speaking. Ah, finally. I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through. And you are... Ah, have you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy? Mr. Amano? Ernest Amano, correct? Ah, so you remember me. I know it's rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles. My son, he's been kidnapped! Oh no! And that's the end of the case. The end! Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Save your progress. Yay. Oh, we got an achievement. Hooray. Hooray, chat. We did it. Woohoo. I guess I'll just save again. Okay, I don't want to do the next case. Okay. Turnabout Airlines. Ooh, the kidnapped turnabout. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm almost one case ahead of you because I'm at the end of episode 4. Oh, nice, Pokemon Girl. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Chat, I think this is a good place to end. This is a good one to end on. Woohoo. I'm going to switch to this screen. There we go. That was good. That was a good case, chat. That was good. Let's see who's live on Twitch. Let's see who's live. Thanks, Pokemon Girl. Thank you all. We did it, chat! I'm sorry, Ghost! I'm sorry, yeah. I've been streaming for 3 hours now. And I was already tired at the beginning of stream. Sorry, Ghost. But I'll be back, I'll be back next Friday. Next Friday, we'll be playing more, Ace Attorney. Achoo! Ugh. Achoo! Oh my god. Ugh. Okay. Thank you, Bioshock. Thank you. Hi, Bowen. How was anime night? Okay, we're gonna go raid Mac. Raid Macaroni. Macaroni is live playing Metaphor ReFantasio. So, yeah, macaroni and cheese. Good, nothing to report. Very nice, very nice. I'm glad you enjoyed anime night. Oh my gosh, Alcade, I swear. Okay, if you don't want spoilers for Metaphor ReFantasio, then please don't join the raid. Because Mac is like pretty deep into the game. And so there's your warning, okay? There's your warning to not, like, be careful, okay? I will be back with, on Monday! On Monday, we'll be back with more Fire Emblem. So I'll see you all then. If you're not part of the Discord and stuff, here you go, and all the other stuff. Yeah, I'll see you all on Monday. Yeah, I will have like more Friday streams come December because I have like 4 vacation days left at work. And And so I gotta use them. So I'll use them on like Fridays and stuff. So, yeah. Okay. Have a good night, all. And I will see you on Monday. Yeah, bye. Let's meet again soon. Bye-bye.